What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my content. So remember in my last video that I mentioned something about Street Fighter 6 or any other video game titles being announced for this Thursday's State of Play live event coming up on YouTube or any other social media platforms. Well, apparently this news source that I found is not only interesting, but is something to look forward to. Not to mention there are going to be some interesting announcements, and hopefully Street Fighter 6 or any other video game properties are going to be announced. This past week, Sony announced an upcoming PlayStation State of Play event for June 2nd. Since then, speculation has gone into overdrive as PlayStation fans theorize what games could be featured or announced. One Capcom game in particular is commonly being brought up. That game is Street Fighter 6, the sequel to industry's most successful fighting game franchise. It's believed that Capcom will take the opportunity PlayStation is offering to fully unveil Street Fighter 6 during the event. And you know what? Street Fighter 6 is one of the most participated games coming in the future. And let's just say that the game is mostly being, well, let's just say that the story is being taken during the events after Street Fighter 2 and 3. And which is interesting because I think for the most part, having the game based on Street Fighter 2 and 3 is really cool because I love Street Fighter 2 and I wasn't really familiar with Street Fighter 3 with the Alpha series, but I think it's safe to say for the most part they're going to end up giving the fans what they want in terms of them having Street Fighter 6 being released sometime this year, which I would have loved to get my hands on, which I know they will. One common source pointing to as starting the conversation regarding Street Fighter 6 potential announcement is GameSpeed's Jeff Grubb. Grubb is a reliable source for industry information, particularly with regards to E3 and other summer games event. Following the announcement of Sony's State of Play, Grubb posted on Twitter that this is probably where Street Fighter 6 shows up. It's hardly an official confirmation, but Grubb likely feels confident about it. Hey man, look, let's be honest here. I just feel like with these upcoming announcements coming out sometime in the future, it's only a matter of time before any other fighting game announcement could end up showing up during the events. But to me, I just feel like most of the time they can either be true, they can either be fake. But either way, I just feel like this whole thing could make sense. But we really want to know what Cammy, Ken, Chun-Li, and the rest of the Street Fighter 6 characters will look like in this brand new generation of PS5 consoles. But either way, I hope that Street Fighter 6 or any other video game franchise that I'm familiar with could end up being announced. But if y'all want the article, I will post it in the description below. So yeah, I'm gonna see you in my next video.